Here's a question for us to ponder today. What happens when the Incredible Hulk suddenly finds himself in charge of a baby? Oh good, it's someone we don't know. Usually when we see a man's feet skedaddling like that, we expect it to be David. David isn't too far away, hitchhiking on what looks like a small highway. Whoever he is, he's not too bright. Get off the road! Eventually he figures that out and the truck loses him. That's when we discover the two guys in it have guns.
Seen anybody come by here? You please?
It don't matter who we are, did you or didn't you?
You hard of hearing?
I didn't see anybody.
Let's try further up the road.
He said it doesn't matter who they are. David begs to differ. If they're vigilantes of some kind, he's Sergeant Schultz.
I see nothing.
Are they gone?
Yes.
Thanks, mister. Thanks. My name is Ben.
My name is David. I think you ought to get to a doctor. Huh?
No. I'm all right. I don't want to see no doctor. I'm all right.
Uh-huh. Well, at least I ought to help you home.
Okay.
Okay, which way?
Over here.
All right.
David doesn't care what kind of problem those guys have. All he sees is an injured man who needs assistance. Ben's home is a small nest in the woods with a camper trailer and a separate tent.
Dad!
Ben, you all right?
I'm sorry, Nat.
It's all right. Come on, sit down. Did you find him?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I was trying to get a ride. I saw him on the side of the road.
You didn't tell him, Nat. You didn't tell him where I was.
There were a couple of guys after him. I figured they were the same ones who beat him up. Here, I'll take that.
Thank you.
That's Nat, Ben's older brother. Ben seems a little slow, and it's not hard to see the dynamic here.
Look, why don't you let me do this for you? I've had quite a bit of experience.
Thank you.
Maybe the dynamic is a little more complicated than it appears to be.
So who beat you up?
Townies. Right, Ben?
Yeah, Townies.
Townies?
Yeah, you see, Ben and I are what you might call traveling handymen. We go from place to place and do odd jobs for different folks. We do just about anything, wouldn't we, Ben? Except for every once in a while we run into a little trouble from the locals. I guess they think we're stealing their work.
Those guys were looking to shoot Ben. That seems a little extreme over some lost work. I wonder if he paid too much attention to someone's wife on his last job. Nat insists that David stay with them for tonight. Supper will be served soon, and he can go to a nearby stream and wash up.
You sure he doesn't know anything, Ben?
I'm sure, Nat.
You all right? Yeah, well, I'm not so sure. And he's staying till I am.
He's not your brother. You don't get to tell him when to leave. Whatever these guys are into, it's clearly illegal. That makes Nat suspicious of everybody, even someone who helps take care of his brother. Don Stroud is well known for always playing the bad guy. He's one of those unlikely success stories that you sometimes hear about. He grew up in Hawaii and was an accomplished surfer by the time he was 17. He was doing his thing at Waikiki one day when the crew of Hawaiian Eye, a popular detective show at the time, showed up to do some filming. They had a small problem because Troy Donahue, the star, didn't have a stunt double. His crew spotted 18-year-old, 6'2" Don Stroud surfing and immediately hired him. Suddenly, he was a stunt double and actor. He's been busy as a character actor ever since. But does he still surf? I couldn't find the answer to that. The title of the episode is Danny, so let's meet him.
Ben got beat up again.
It's happened before.
More times than I can count. Happens to all my men.
Your husband?
My husband's dead. It's all right. It's been a little over a year since Tim died. Just found out I was pregnant.
We won't find out how he died, which is a little frustrating. She had Danny and is raising him by herself. You get the feeling she doesn't really want any baby-raising help from Nat and Ben.
I'm sorry. I thought that Nat was your husband.
No, Nat's the oldest brother. Well, more like their daddy, really. Tim used to do anything they had to tell him to, just like Ben. Probably figures on doing the same thing with my Danny. Nat just loves telling all of us what to do.
But look, I think you have your hands full enough with the baby. Why don't I carry this stuff back with my things?
Okay, thanks.
That is some tight writing we just heard. In those few sentences, we learned she's on her own and wants it that way. Nat is a bully and Ben is a marshmallow. Her husband was also a marshmallow, which probably somehow got him killed. And she's reached the point where she isn't going to take it anymore. She wants way better than a life with Nat for her son. The last time we saw Robin Dearden, she was a super brain teenager that a bunch of people wanted to study, and the Hulk helped her. Today we don't know how she got into this situation, but it's clear she wants out.
It's been nearly a year now.
I know.
Well, you said to give you more time to make up your mind, and I have, hon. Are you gonna marry me?
No.
He says, "Don't you love me?" Compare your two expressions and ask her that again.
I can't marry you. I can't go on living like this. I gotta find a place for me and Danny. A place where we can settle down and I can raise him right.
Yeah, but I told you when I get the money from after this job, we can buy that farm that we've been talking about, and it'll certainly be enough for down payment.
It's just what Tim used to say, just one more job.
The big score is always just beyond the horizon, always just out of reach. The next one will be it. You just wait and see. What she saw is her husband dead, and she's done waiting.
I want more for my baby. I don't want him growing up like you.
No, don't. Nat won't like it.
Sooner or later, Ben is going to have to reach a point where he doesn't care whether Nat likes it or not. Somebody has to do what's right. Nat is the kind of ha-ha man who asks, "Do you love me?" and then gets violent when she says no. Rachel needs to learn that the best thing to do with a guy like that is kick him in the hoo-haws.
You look at every other man that comes around here, don't you? Huh? It's that kid's fault, huh? It's that kid's fault, ain't it? Wasn't for that kid, you would have married me.
Sure, Jan.
Get out.
Kid comes along and messes up everybody's life. Wasn't for that kid.
Get out, Nat.
I ain't letting you go.
He's saying what you think he's saying. He wants to get rid of the baby. The only question is how. It has to be Danny's fault she doesn't love him. It couldn't possibly be his shining personality.
Better go feed Danny.
Yeah, why don't you go feed the baby, honey? Kid's gotta eat, huh? Boy, can that kid eat. Like a lumberjack. When he grows up, he's gonna eat us out of house and home. Right, honey? You know, Rachel and I are supposed to marry.
You have to love the supposed to as if they're following the levirate marriage laws in Leviticus. Those laws said if a man died without producing an heir, his brother was to marry the woman and make an heir for his brother. But that means Nat is doing it all wrong because Tim already has an heir, so she's not required to marry anybody she doesn't want to. And what makes anybody think Nat would know squat about Old Testament laws anyway?
What do you think about that, Dave?
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Somewhat slow-minded Ben caught David's sarcasm, and big-brain Nate didn't. Do you get the feeling David knew that's how it would go? Early the next morning, Rachel slips away with Danny and a suitcase.
Well, thank you very much for putting me up.
It's been a pleasure.
I'd like to say goodbye to Rachel.
That's all right. I'll tell her you said goodbye.
Goodbye, Ben. Goodbye.
I love how Rachel is the only one with the huevos to stand up to Nat. Speaking of whom, he just discovered that she's gone.
She left with that Dave. Two of them ran off together, didn't they?
Let her go, did you hear?
Let her go. Ben, she wouldn't have left me if it wasn't for him. I should have seen it coming, but I didn't. He made her leave me.
They both watched David leave and she wasn't with him. So they ran off together separately. Think about that, Nat.
Nat, what good is it trying to keep her if she doesn't want to stay?
Do you think that woman means anything to me? Well, she don't. But you can bet your bottom dollar she's told that Dave fella everything about us. And they're on the way to the cops right now. Now, you want to stop them, or you want to go to jail?
Well, Rachel wouldn't do that.
I'm going after him, Ben. Are you coming?
Of course he is. Nat is one of those personalities that just overwhelms people before they have a chance to realize what's happening. They grab their rifles and start searching. Well, of course he's going to offer to carry her suitcase for her. First, he's a gentleman. Second, how's she supposed to handle a fussy baby while lugging that thing?
Thanks, but I can handle it. Oh, damn.
I'll get it.
I guess I could use some help.
For starters, she could use a latch that actually works. David can probably find a way to help with that, too.
Where you headed?
My aunt, she lives in the next town. Be a better life for Danny there.
Well, I don't understand. If you're going to the next town, how come you're going this way when the main road is over there?
Nat'd catch me long before I could get into town. Besides, I know where there's a truck. We better get going.
Yeah, she said we. They came at it from kind of a strange angle, but it turns out Nat was right. They're traveling together. Not the way he thinks, but as I consider it, think may be too strong a word to apply to Nat.
I won this fuller at a carnival. Mason City. Rachel and her damn souvenirs. Well, one thing's for sure. They're headed for the machinery.
Why? Why would they go there?
You know the answer to that. You stole that truck, didn't you?
Their business is stealing farm machinery. They're expecting a flatbed later today to haul it away and sell it. A truck is a different matter. A farmer's truck is as essential to him as a horse was back in the day. That means it gets unwanted attention.
Told you, Nat, I never would have took it if I'd known about the serial numbers. You never told me.
I'm not gonna waste my time arguing with you. Just another case of you messing up.
Have you ever wanted to reach through the screen and grab someone by the collar? That hits home a little with me. A long time ago, I met some cousins that I didn't know I had. They were my dad's relatives, and they lived in Oklahoma and Texas. My uncle, the head of that clan, was the definition of filthy rich. As my dad put it, everything he touched turned to money. Well, his son got used to being wealthy and important, and so you always saw him in an expensive suit with tailored shoes and who knows what else. He projected the perfect image of financial success. And his son was born with serious brain damage. When I knew him, the boy was about 12, mentally maybe 6 or 7. His dad, he had given the boy a wristwatch. Somehow it got broken. When he showed it to his dad, this guy said, and I quote, "I swear," his name, "you can't keep anything." The boy was devastated. It was so unnecessary, and it was intended to hurt. Nat is doing the same thing to Ben. Every little mistake, he beats him down and keeps him feeling inferior. It makes me happy that Nat is going to meet the Hulk.
Now they know the stuff's there. We gotta beat them to it. Let's cut through the woods.
I'm not sure why Rachel doesn't realize that Nat is going to know where she's going. It's like a side-scrolling video game. There aren't that many ways she can go.
We're real close. Just beyond that bluff, across the stream, and there the woods. That's where the truck is. Hurry, please.
She knows what those spooked birds mean. They might do well to go in a different direction.
Don't move. Why'd you do that, Rachel? Why'd you go and run off with him?
Don't have nothing to do with it, Nat.
But he must be the cause. Surely she wouldn't voluntarily leave a wonderful guy like him. She doesn't have a mind of her own. He seduced her away. That's why they left the camp separately.
Yeah. You told him, didn't you? About the equipment. I know you were headed that way, wasn't you?
I didn't tell him anything.
What do you think? I'm stupid?
I wonder what he would do if she answered that. I'm big enough that I doubt he can push me around, so I'll answer for her. No, I don't think you're stupid. I know you're stupid.
You see, the thing about stealing farm equipment is you can't trace it. No serial number on it. About the only way you can get caught is if some loudmouth tells the cops about it.
Listen to me. You just leave him out of this.
Get me out of that way! Shut that kid up!
You had to know Ben was going to do that. Marshmallows don't argue with the hot coals. Even so, this marshmallow was gonna wish he hadn't done that.
Get her stuff.
I wonder why she doesn't want to marry him. He's around the bend now. It's all about his big score with a bit of possessiveness thrown in just because. Interesting duel. You have a gun, he has a gate, and he wins. Maybe you should switch to negotiation. I think the Hulk is more concerned about that than Nat is. He's not sure what's going on, but he's sure he needs to protect the baby from these guys. And now that they're otherwise occupied, he takes Danny and runs away. Rachel is hysterical, and you can't blame her. How's she supposed to know he's the safest babysitter she'll ever find? That expression. How hard was it to be tender and terrifying at the same time? Nat, on the other hand, thinks tender is how you should cook a steak.
I gotta go after him, Nat.
That's all I can take from you, Rachel! What happened to David?
I don't know. Must have taken off when that big green thing showed up.
Grow a spine, Ben.
Now, what was that anyway, Nat?
All I know is we better be long gone before David makes it to the cops. Let's get back to the trailer and pack it up. We get the equipment ready. The trailer will be here in a couple hours. Come on.
I'm not moving, Nat. You're gonna have to shoot me first. That awful thing's got Danny.
Get her side, brother. Come on. Take her!
Ben, no, don't make me leave!
Or not, having a spine is too much work. I can say that with confidence because mine is a mess. I'm waiting for the day when someone figures out how to do a total vertebral transplant. I'll gladly be the first subject. The good news about my spine is, it doesn't stop me from making dumb jokes. skinny feller, ain't he? But once the Hulk changes back into David, that shirt will fit him nicely.
Isn't that convenient?
Now, watch this. I'm fairly sure we haven't seen it before. Did you see it? Let's try this and watch his eyes closely. His eyes changed color while we watched. You'd think by halfway through a 4th season the show would be coasting a bit. But no, we keep ramping up the quality, the effects, the stories. Nobody is sitting on their hands here.
What we're doing don't make sense, cousin. What do we know about bounty hunting? I'm a farmer. That's all I know is farming.
So what are you going to do if you don't get your tractor back then, huh? You got to get crops planted before it's too late. Jim Bauer's up against the same thing. Bill Wilson skip loader's gone.
Yeah, you don't see them out here, though, running around looking to shoot somebody.
And then they go and steal my truck. My truck. What am I supposed to do without my truck?
Told you! And speaking of the truck, David and Danny just found it.
Wait a minute, pull over.
There's nothing there.
Turn off the motor.
That's it. That's my truck.
It's hard to miss an engine sound that distinctive. And with an engine that sounds like that, it shouldn't take much to get it to stop.
What's the idea? I've got a baby here.
After a bit of confusion, David says, "I know the people you're looking for, and I'll take you to them and your equipment."
Nat! Nat, let me out! Don't do this to me, Nat!
Ben? Ain't no time to be thinking about her. Flatbed's due. Let's hit it.
Ben starts to panic when he sees that the truck is gone. It means David has it. Nat thinks that's a good thing. He'll get caught with it, and they're in the clear.
But he knows where everything is.
Why would he tell anybody? He's got the truck.
Why would he tell anybody? He's got the truck. His life is complete. Nat doesn't know that his life is even more complete now that he's returned the truck to its owner. I can hear Nat saying, "Do what with its what?"
All right. Over there. The equipment I think you're looking for is behind those bushes.
I think it's about time we call Sheriff Fisher, don't you?
Let's check it out first.
What if it's a trap?
It's not a trap. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe you better call him.
They're calling the sheriff, but they won't wait for him.
Yeah. My tractor.
There's a skip loader.
Yeah.
They done anything to it?
Seems all right. I suppose you tell us where the rest of your buddies are, huh?
Try it! Best drop that. Boss.
Should have waited for him. Nat tells Ben to take the baby.
I think she'll be real happy to see the kid. Why don't you take him to her?
Nat, what do you...
I'm just gonna lock him in the shed. Now go on.
Now hold on there, mister.
Stop! Go on. Move to the shed. Move.
If all he plans to do is leave them in the shed, that's not the worst thing that could happen. If he plans to dig a nice deep hole and bury them in it, that is the worst thing that could happen.
All righty. Oh, Lord, he can't.
Ben, stop him now.
Rather than shoot them now that they're down there, he'll just cover them up. Yeah, they didn't really do anything to him except fall on him, and they didn't have a whole lot of choice about that. Really, Nat? Have you looked at this guy? What do you think a scoop of dirt is going to do besides get him a little dirty? He has a better idea. Nat took inspiration from that and turned his life around. He took up singing and playing the piano and called himself Nat King Cole.
Well, I'm sorry you won't be staying.
Well, so am I. I just want to make sure you got to your aunt's all right, though.
Yeah, I did. I just wish things could have been a little different. About Nat, I'm sorry.
You don't have to apologize for Nat.
I know, but I was real close to him once. I did marry his brother. Anyway, Ben's got a chance to turn out a little bit better after he gets out. My aunt said he can come and stay here.
Yeah, she's going to really have a house full.
Yeah, I know. But she loves it.
Rachel would love it if David stayed, at least to rest a while and maybe sort some things out. But even out here on the edge of the known world, news about the Hulk will spread. And then Jack McGee will come around and it'll all turn into a mess. David is grateful that he got a rest from that, at least for this week. There was one thing missing, though. I wanted to see the Hulk try to change a diaper. Maybe next week. You get the feeling she doesn't really want any help from Batten in.